as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they've gone a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This defense for the Browns, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You look at this Browns defense.
They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Fights off the defender, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Grant Delpit able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On play action, they'll throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. We ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So here come the Browns now for their first drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no smoke.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go play action here on 1st down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. Oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up fourth. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz.
He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start. Got their feature guy going, and now...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Ravens 3.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Here we go.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
At the 38-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
3rd and 12.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Able to shake him off.
Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to throw here. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz.
He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver, because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the route is on here in this 1st half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11, go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to take another shot here. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Go!
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Jr. on the coverage.
Dragon 60. Let go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
22 yards. And the Browns.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Browns. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
York to kick off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, they'll start with McFarland.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just 1 play resulting in the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 20.
The Ravens ready to take over. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going. And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18.
And now with the play clock getting down, Kevin Stefanski going to take a timeout.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
19 light. Mustang 19. Ready?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught at the 25. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
62 yards on the play. 1st down,
65 check. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
McCaffrey on the toss right. A little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Warrior 70.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
79 Broncos.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
On the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Come on. Set.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. Bronco switch.
McCaffrey. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
And the Browns getting set to go. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Viking 18. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
Alert! Reload!
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Up the gut, McCaffrey. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. .32. Cleveland offense making their way out. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
18, Pioneer. Hey.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to...
Look at the big man rumble!
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
York on now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Ravens offense back out there. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
19 tight.
2nd and 10. He's got it.
And the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives,
You could just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Looking to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now here come the Ravens.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gallagher. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up. So hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek. And
he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Still going. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
so they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
York on now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
And the Ravens taking the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Let's go, ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He finds his man complete. That's Gallagher. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz.
And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand for a person who's just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to him.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one